Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to WBRW TV Channel 6. I'm your host Monique Maxim and we have a special treat for you today. With me today is Taylor Lang, and Taylor is the president of Rockin for a Match. Welcome, Taylor.
Thank you.
It's great to see you here and doing well and healthy, and you're able to have the charity going on for another year.
Thank you, yeah.
So one of the really important things that we like to do here at WBRW is promote awareness and education. And I want to tell the viewers how you found out you needed to make that important trip to the doctor.
Well, one day I met with a friend and he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I asked him how he knew, like what prompted him to go to the doctors. And he told me that he had this lump on his neck and that it kept growing, so he went, and then they did tests, and he finally found out. So when I got home, just naturally, I was just feeling around in my neck, and I felt a little lump, and it didn't match the other side. And I know you have lymph nodes here, but so I went to the doctor, and she checked me out and said, you know, you might just be fighting an infection. She wasn't concerned about it, but she did some blood work. My blood work came back fine, and so she sent me home and just said, you know, just get some rest. You're probably fighting something, and so I did. But then the lumps continued to grow, and then they became more prevalent, more areas on my neck, and they started to become pretty painful. So I went back in. I said, something's going on. You know, I'm not sick, but these lumps are hurting. They're becoming more prevalent. So she had sent me in for a CAT scan. And that is when they found some suspicious activity. And so after that I went in for a biopsy, and it was confirmed that I in fact had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. Little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole. His dad looked down and smiled, said, we can't leave her behind. Son, I know you don't want her to go, but someday you'll change your mind. And Johnny said, take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo, take anybody that you want, as long as she don't go. Take any boy in the Daddy, please don't take the girl.
We really need to talk to each other about what's happening in our lives so that we can educate each other. We all learn from each other's experiences. And just like when we were out on the street at Youngers, we had a lot of questions about, oh, isn't that painful? Because we're here today to promote bone marrow donation, and it's come a long way. So tell some of the viewers that it's not painful, and how does this process actually happen for them?
Yeah, well, when I was diagnosed, I did the standard regimen of chemo, and then it kept coming back. I wasn't completely ridding it. So they said that I had to, I was a candidate for a bone marrow transplant. And so that's how Rockin' for a Match began, is we started an event to initially look for a match for me, because I didn't have any matches out there on the registry. But unfortunately we didn't find one. But we held a great event with a concert and a bone marrow drive, and we got over 200 people on the registry, and to give other people a better chance of finding one. But I actually used umbilical cord stem cells. So two mothers donated their umbilical cords at birth, and I was able to use the stem cells for them, and that's why I'm still here today. But we're holding these events just to create awareness, to get more people on the registry, so people you know, have a better chance at life. And for me, the umbilical cord transplant is the riskiest transplant you can get. So ideally they want, you know, a live adult donor to be able to donate cells. So back in the day they used to go through your hip to get the cells. And nowadays with technology has improved, and they can actually do it through your peripheral veins in your arms. So they take the stem cells out through one arm, and then they extract the stem cells, and then you get your blood back through your other arm. And so we're having this event at Youngers to help raise awareness for umbilical cord donation, because a lot of mothers don't know that it's free and it doesn't affect you or your baby to donate. Now, if you want to keep the cord for yourself, there is some fees involved in that, but the donation is free, and we're trying to raise awareness for that.
So it's not like back in the day where it was painful. You can just come to our event and they just swab your mouth, and then you are on the registry to see if you're a match with someone. But the new way is, if you don't have a match, is to extract from the umbilical cord, and then you would need to, as an expectant mother, reach out to your hospital and find a hospital that participates, correct?
Yes. Yep, there's quite a few hospitals in Michigan that do participate, but even if your hospital doesn't participate, you can still contact Be the Match Registry, and somebody can send out a kit so you are able to do it as well.
Now I ain't saying them LA ladies don't know what they're doing. I've been in love with New York City a time or two. I've had some Seattle coffee, some Chicago wind, some Kansas sweet fields I'd love to see again. But the fireflies play where the cattails grow, and them southern girls, they talk nice and slow. Well, guess it's sweeter than Tupelo, honey. Little bit crazy like New Orleans, Memphis blue and Daytona sunny, soft as cotton in some cut-off jeans. Don't you know, ain't nothing in the whole wide world like a southern girl.
Let's talk about all the fun that we're going to have down at Youngers. We had Alan as Tim in the studio today giving us a little demo, and so much talent there. We're going to have a full band, and that's going to be great.
Yeah, did you see those guys? Those guys were great.
Really good.
I think they're going to put on a really great show, and we're really excited. So we have Alan as Tim and the Dance Hall Rockers, and then we have Kaylin Pace. She's our opening act, and we have our longtime DJ, Sparky, who's going to be there as well, along with some, we're going to have dance lessons. So we're going to have dance instructors come in and teach some dance lessons. And then we have our belly dancers performing. They also have been with us for every event, so we're really excited. And then of course we're going to have the bone marrow drive, and then educating mothers on the cord donation.
Absolutely. We're going to have a great time with lots of gift baskets and raffles and everything, and it's going to be a great time. But the most important thing we're going to do is educate people and promote awareness. So Taylor, if anybody is at home and they have any questions or anything, how can they reach out to you if they want to support your event, or they're looking for some information, maybe they need some help?
Yeah, you can reach us at our website, www.rockinforamatch.org, and we're also on Facebook. You could contact me personally. I'm on Facebook too, so I have a lot of people who have questions, you know, that maybe have some unanswered questions about the donation. So, but it's as easy as a cheek swab to get on the registry to see if you're a match for somebody. To help save a life. So.
Yes. So Taylor's here today because of someone's wonderful donation. We want to see you at Youngers. Step up to the plate and get swabbed and be a match for someone. And thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.
your high society. They might tell you I'm no good, girl, they need to understand just who I am. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. I may drink too much and play too loud, hang out with a rough and rowdy crowd. That don't mean I don't respect my mama or my Uncle Sam. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. And I might have a reckless streak, at least a country mile wide. If you're gonna run with me, it's gonna be a wild ride. When it comes to loving you, I've got velvet hands, and I'll show you how a real bad boy can be a real good man. Here we go. I can get. I'm too young for growing up just yet. Ain't much I can promise you, except to do the best I can. I'll be damned. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. I may be a real bad boy, oh, but baby, I'm a real good man. Yes, I am.